What's up guys? Welcome back to Pro Gamer Manager, the FPS career mode. This is part 11, and in the last part we did move into our own place. We did get the next level of the the Game Master Turbo, so we did get gold. We've completely mastered focus, and in this part, like someone commented in the comments, BK Finest did, we will be looking to join a team in this part, as that was kind of the goal. The goal was get to Gold League and then look to find an organization. So pretty much we're going to go here. We're going to look for a team. So it'll take a few days to find ourselves a suitable team. In the meantime, we're just going to grind some games, finish some days, move on, keep trying to get up to maybe platinum, and you know, keep aiming to get to the next level per se. So didn't start off great, lost the first match we played, not the best, but you know, you can't win them all. You're not gonna ever win them all in the career mode, as it's very kind of RNG like that. You just kind of roll the dice most matches. Like, you know, obviously if you're much higher ranked than all the other people, you're more likely to win a match, while you're, you know, less likely to win if you're much farther down in your overall skill level. But you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. I also saw comments in the last video about doing another FPS manager mode. Now, I do understand where you're coming from by wanting to do another FPS manager mode, mainly because of all the different changes the game has. There's a lot more depth in the manager mode than there was when we first did ours, but I think for the moment, I'm not going to go back and do a re-series of something that we've already done. If we're going to do another manager mode, it will likely be the MOBA manager, rather than the... why would an RTS be... I guess tower defense is kind of RTS, but I don't feel like that's a good representation of an RTS game. But... yeah, so I think for the moment, if we do, after this series is over, decide to do another Pro Gamer Manager series, we will likely be doing either MOBA career mode or a MOBA manager mode, rather than going back and doing the same thing. Now, if a lot of people want to see a manager mode for FPS again, obviously, you know, I give you guys a say in a lot of these things, so, you know, if you guys really want to see another manager mode, leave that in the comments and let me know, excuse me, that's what you're looking for, and that you would rather see that over a MOBA eventually. But for the moment, we're going to be focusing on the career mode here. We've got a lot still to go. You know, we're still looking to get into a real fancy house. And keep going up in the levels for houses. We want to get Platinum League. We want to get #1 overall. We want to join a team. So there's still quite a bit, because, you know, this one is a really nice house, and that would be the one that we would be aiming for. But at the moment, we don't really have the means to do that and get to and get a place of that caliber yet. It's a little bit out of our reach. But, you know, you gotta take it one step at a time. I will say, though, it's kind of weird seeing the new, like, the new look of the house now that we're not in the standard your family's house. This one, we're now in this one, so it's like a lot different. I still don't know what this does. This looks like you should be able to, like, click it, but it, I don't know. Move to your own house, like, with an arrow up? What does that mean? What does that mean? But, our rage bar is really filling right now. We haven't had the best luck right now with with games, it seemed like we've lost quite a few in these last few. So I'm sure our rage is probably pretty much at its limit at this point. So we're gonna stream, and then because the next goal is getting up to level 10 on streaming in order to get the last level of gear. So that's going to take quite a while to get up to level 10, since it takes quite a bit of streaming to just get to the next level, no matter what it is. So it will be a good minute before we're looking at getting to that point. But hopefully, here we go. I was just gonna say, hopefully we get an offer from a team. So they're gonna offer us $4,864 a week, which is like nothing, really. The Aware Baboons. We would like you to try offensive entry fragger. Maybe you can move into our gaming house later. So this offer is not great. They're in esports leagues, so they're not a fabulous team, so they don't have a lot of money. I think I'm going to take the offer. You can always leave your team, but for the moment, I think we're going to look to join this team and work with these guys for a little while, as we're clearly the best overall stat over the entire team. But now we got different options here in the career menu. We have the contract, which is what we are. Currently, we're confident entry fragger. The team's opinion is great towards us. And now we can either leave the team, we can check out tactics. So this is what the team likes to do. They're aggressive, they like to force buy, and their primary focus is objectives. At the moment, doesn't look like I'm in the main lineup. We can see here the squad. I'm not considered one of the players in the main lineup, but now we have this here. We have the career advancement. So we can either send the full squad on a vacation. We can hire an esports instructor to gain stat bonuses for the full team. We can invest in the team, which means we get to name it whatever we want, and we become 50% owner of it. We can hire a pro league veteran player to help us learn a different role if we wanted to change roles. This is kind of the only place where you can change your role after you've done it originally. We can hire an agent to help us get on a pro league team, or we can recruit a superstar to the team if we want to just stay with these guys. So the moment we're not really going to do much. We're in Esports League 7, so we're pretty far down. In that regards, our rage bar is pretty high right now, so we're just gonna watch a couple of streams probably this day and see about that. And hopefully with our rank being gold and us being pretty high when it comes to stats, hopefully the team will recognize that and actually give us an opportunity to play. If they didn't, that'd be really dumb, since our overall stat is way better than any of the other players on the team. But I'm not sure exactly what will go down. Every time I've ever joined a team, it's been a lot earlier than this point, and then you're just sitting as a spectator most of the time because your stats just aren't good enough. But hopefully now that our stats are like 96 or something like that, they're going to actually give us a chance to play. But who knows? Who knows? There's no way for me to tell whether these guys are going to let me play or whether I'm going to be sitting on the bench until an actual match comes around, which they come around every once in a while. So at the moment, we're just going to keep watching some streams, streaming ourselves to make a little bit of extra money. And then potentially down the line, look to get an agent to get us on a pro team, which is kind of the overall goal. Get on a real nice pro team and, go from there. So we still got all this research. I don't think there's really a need for it, though. Like, now, as you can see in the player menu, we have our team here, Aware Baboons. That's an interesting name, I will say. Now we can go into Esports Central. We obviously have the tournaments tab, which you've seen. We can see the league standing as well. We're currently ranked 7th. Nobody's played yet. We can see all of the different teams. We haven't scouted any of those teams yet, so we have no idea really about any of them or anything about them. You would think at least like you would know who the players are, like just because like for CS:GO for example, okay, so you have like the ESEA tournaments, like that would be what I would consider like the equivalent to the different esports leagues, right? Because it's you know, that tournament has a lot of different levels. And there's a lot of, you know, I think MLG runs a similar thing for COD, where there's different levels for different skill levels for squads. So, you know, you got the amateur ones, you got the, you know, then you have the pro ones up at the top. So, but even in those, you can see the name of the players on each team. Like, it just seems kind of dumb. I don't know. But... so they have talked, they're like, oh, you could join our team house eventually. I don't know if that's actually in the game or not, whether you actually can go to another team's team house and stay there, or whether you're just in your house forever. Like, I never leave my home, apparently. We never go anywhere. Whoops, I want to play ranked. I just stay in my chair, and, the longest distance I go is from chair to bed and maybe to the door to get some Chinese food eventually. And I get coffee as well, so I'm not sure where the coffee comes from, but, you know, I don't ever see this guy go anywhere. He just hangs out. He goes from the chair to the door to the bed. That's it. He doesn't do anything else in his life. You know, he's afraid of the outside. He's actually afraid of the sun. So I will say, though, for a gamer, he has quite dark skin. I would think that his skin would be much more pasty white. Like if the windows were open, he just immediately burns because he never sees sunlight. That's what I would expect from a person. Oh, look, here we go. So your team is playing an FPS match tonight. The game starts in 10 minutes. So they want me to watch. Well, that's kind of lame. It's kind of lame. I think the Psycor guy is the owner, so... I don't know, man. I could have done better. Don't you ever give me a chance, man. Your understanding in FPS in general has improved a lot lately. You gain a knowledge boost. Cool. Put that knowledge boost in maps. Oh, well. So... obviously, they're not too interested in letting us play, but I guess we'll just have to we'll have to earn we'll have to earn our time here. We'll have to work hard, and hopefully, if we can work hard enough, they'll notice it and go, all right, well, this guy obviously cares. Let's give him a chance, and let's put him into some games and see what he can do. You know, obviously, whenever you hire a new guy, if you're playing a team game like COD or CS:GO or even a MOBA like a Dota or a League or Heroes or any of those, there's a big thing that is, you know, team compatibility. You have to be able to be good working together, and if you can't work together well, you're not going to get far. You're going to really struggle to actually win things if your team can't function well together. So, you know, with that in mind, you have to look at these kinds of things and decide what is best for the team and whether that can help you. So we're almost finished with playstyle also. It's pretty good. So we're at 6 now. We didn't unlock anything new, but our stream level is getting there. 4 more levels, and we'll finally be up to 10, and then it'd just be a matter of us getting through the grinding of the actual game. And then once we can do that, we get the last gear, and we're off to the races. So we're getting there with money too. 62 grand is not bad from where we were before. But that's going to do it for the part, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you liked the video, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you have a comment, question, or concern, leave it in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next part. Bye.